Tesla just launched a surprise Model Y update that owners are going to absolutely love. This is really, really good just for Model Y. Plus, we've got some breaking news here, some brand new images of Model Y Juniper that appear to show a pretty major redesign that we are not expecting. I've got a lot of details on this. Plus, Tesla's big summer update is here, and does this finally put an end to the once of CarPlay on Tesla? We have got lots and lots of Tesla news to break down this week, new models, big updates. Let me cut with the intro and just jump right into things, and also give a huge thanks to Recurrent for sponsoring this video. Tesla news over the last couple of weeks has been very, very interesting as things are particularly heating up on two fronts. One is updates for our existing cars. We're getting full self-driving updates with big releases. We're getting new features added to our cars every couple of weeks. After kind of a long hiatus, it's nice to see these features return. And also, there is a ton of speculation as to what is coming next from Tesla. We've got the big Model Y Juniper refresh. We've got the Robotaxi, Cybercab. We've got the cheaper models, the $25,000 Model 2. Lots and lots of news is happening, and like I said, there's a lot to talk about in this video, but let me just jump really quickly through a couple of the little bits of news that I can get through fast before we get into more of the meat and potatoes, so to speak. For example, I do just want to share that Tesla has begun in a few locations doing an invite-only reservation system for Cybertruck test drives. It seems as of right now, there is no way to request this. You've got to have a reservation in the queue, but Tesla has begun emailing some owners for the ability to come on down to a Tesla location and do a Cybertruck test drive. Now, a couple of caveats with this. Again, one is there's no way to request this. You've got to be in the queue with an existing order, at least to my knowledge. And also, this isn't like the typical Tesla test drive experience where you're sort of given the key card and said, go have fun for 30 minutes and we'll see you back here whenever. But you are going to be with a sort of Tesla employee there through every step of the process, including with the test drive. You do get to test drive the car and try out things like steer-by-wire and stuff like that, which is cool. But just know that it's a little bit limited as of right now. And again, only a few locations here in the US are actually participating in this. Elon also confirmed that Cybertruck will be getting full self-driving capabilities sometime next month. And also with the big release of FSD 12.5, this is bringing the true nag-free experience to everyone by utilizing that interior cabin camera. I actually just did a full video breaking down every single full self-driving feature and sort of giving you an overview of how it works and a review on whether it's worth it or not. I'll leave a link to that video down below if you want to check it out. But if you are excited about full self-driving, which I know most of you aren't, if you are though, there are some nice updates coming soon, and I think some talk of a potential new free trial. So even if you weren't super impressed with it before, there might be another free trial opportunity coming soon, so you can try it again. Tesla has also confirmed that the Robotaxi unveil event set for 8/8 is in fact not happening, sort of confirming that report, I believe, from Bloomberg, and now is saying that event has been moved to 10/10. So October 10th is when we should get the reveal and maybe a demo of how this Cybercab works. So that is exciting. And then also I do want to mention, in the interest of saving you money, that there are a couple of Tesla deals going on right now that won't be around forever. These are limited time deals. There's the full self-driving transfer deal currently active right now. There's the 1.99% Model Y APR. So if you're looking to buy a Model Y and looking to save some money in the finance realm, that is a good way to go. Tesla's offering free supercharging for 3 months if you take delivery of any model but a Cybertruck, I believe. And then also there's like that quirky sort of promo going on right now that if you add full self-driving to the Model 3 Performance, you can get any color for free. And if you add full self-driving to the Model X Long Range, you can get any C configuration for free. And both of those vehicles will qualify fully for the federal tax credit. So it's basically like you're spending $8,500. You're spending $8,000, but you're saving $7,500 and getting some freebies. So it's basically like you're spending $500 out of pocket and getting either a free color on the Model 3, which is kind of nice, or you're getting any seat configuration, 6 or 7 seat options on Model X Long Range, which in and of itself, those can be pretty pricey. So that actually is a pretty good deal, again, for a limited time. Next up, though, is some exciting Tesla news for every single owner out there, and that is that a big Tesla summer update is now here, bringing a lot of good features to our vehicles. What I find particularly interesting about this is that we had gone for a very long stretch without any significant updates. Tesla was basically doing like one major update a year, and that was sort of it. I'd even criticized Tesla multiple times on this channel saying we want more updates, and it seems like someone's listening. Thank you to whoever, which random Tesla employee is watching this channel, because we now are getting frequent updates. We got the spring update that had a lot of features, and now we've got a summer update that is rolling out, packing a ton of useful features. This is bringing things like 2 new media options to join Apple Music and Audible and everything else. You now have Amazon Music and YouTube Music now as 2 new media options inside of your Tesla. We've got some new game options in here, a real bona fide set of parental controls. I know there's a lot of interest in having a Model 3 or Model Y be sort of a car for teens, or if they want to borrow their parents' car. Now there's some really good parental control options with the ability to set curfew notifications and speed limit and safety requirements and stuff like that. That's super cool to see. There's obviously the new sort of controversial climate control window that I showed off in a previous video. Here's a side-by-side of what that looks like. There's some improvements to the navigation system. There's actually a new built-in weather forecast panel here and air quality, which is sort of cool to see, and then a myriad of other sort of improvements and stuff like that. A couple of things here I think worth discussing. One is that, again, it is nice to see a regular batch of updates make their way to Teslas. And also, here's a really good question I want to ask you all watching this video, and please leave a comment down below and let me know. Do you think this mitigates the need for CarPlay in Teslas? I know that for a long while, I was even doing videos on this and people were really excited about it. There were some hacks and workarounds and ways you could get CarPlay on your Tesla. And the biggest reason I heard people wanted that, couple of reasons. One, the biggest one probably being Waze or Google Maps, the ability to have a different kind of mapping system that people prefer was a big one. Also, the ability to use third-party media apps for a very long time. Audible, Apple Music, YouTube Music, and others just were not available on Teslas as a built-in option. So you either had Bluetooth or bus, so this is obviously much better. Some people also just preferred the look of CarPlay and the app ecosystem, and then having the ability to send text and stuff like that. And what I do find interesting here is that Tesla has really gone to work to fix many of the issues people had with the Tesla system and gives them less and less of a reason to complain that CarPlay isn't there. Now, if all this talk of no CarPlay on Tesla has you thinking that now is the time you want to sort of ditch your Tesla or even your Rivian and go with a car manufacturer that does support CarPlay, you totally have that right to do that, but let me tell you a big warning, and that is to not go to any mom or pop car dealership or any random online website if you want to sell your EV, because you could actually get paid more money for having a good battery, get paid a good battery premium if you've got a healthy battery in your EV. And if you want to potentially make some money while you sell your car and have a super simple process to do all that, then you have got to check out this video's sponsor, Recurrent. This process literally could not be more simple because Recurrent is going to do all the hard work for you. They're going to get you connected to different companies and organizations that understand the value of a good, healthy battery and understand that like a 2019 or 2020 standard Model 3 isn't inherently a cheap car, especially if the battery is healthy and the range is there. So you could potentially get even more money when you go to sell your EV. Of course, if you've got an EV and you're looking to sort of maximize the lifespan of your car, then you've got to check out Recurrent's totally free monthly battery report, because this is here to sort of do a deep dive into the health of your battery and show you a bunch of different data points to show you what your real world range is going to look like, how temperature up or down might affect your range in the real world, and also show you how things like your charging habits could be helping or hurting your battery, and actionable things you could do to sort of improve the longevity of your EV battery. And then also on the flip side, if you're looking to buy a used EV, there's actually a super cool tool on the Recurrent website that, again, all the theme here is totally free, where you can plug in a VIN and then run a one-time report to see what the health of that battery in that used EV is. Because again, what Recurrent is really advocating for is sort of looking at the data and understanding that a used EV is not inherently good or bad, but you've got to look at the health of that battery to know what you're sort of getting yourself into, because there could be a high mileage EV that sounds bad on paper, but really does have a battery that's been well cared for. So whether you own an EV or you're looking to potentially buy one in the near future, I implore you to check out Recurrent. They've got incredible tools. It's an amazing team there of EV enthusiasts and data scientists who understand the importance of this data and are helping to sort of not only sort of aid you in understanding the importance of this data, but also use that data to your benefit to help you even potentially earn some more money when you go to sell your EV. I love Recurrent. I know you guys are going to love them as well. So learn more, check out what Recurrent has to offer today, and sign up for a totally free monthly battery report at the link right down below in the description. All right, next up, let's talk about Model Y Juniper, folks, because things here are exciting. I'm super excited about Model Y Juniper, and Tesla has basically now all but confirmed the new Model Y Juniper is coming, though they have confirmed that multiple new vehicles are coming. In Tesla's Q2 deck, Tesla says, quote, plans for new vehicles, including more affordable models, remain on track for the start of production in the first half of 2025. These vehicles will utilize aspects of the next generation platform, as well as aspects of our current platforms, and will be able to be produced on the same manufacturing lines as our current vehicle lineup. So just in those few sentences, we learned a lot. Number one is that Tesla is working full steam ahead on more affordable vehicle options for 2025. There was a rumor that this is going to be sort of like the Cybercab, like a version of the autonomous taxi would be a car you could actually get and buy. But now it seems like, based on those statements, that Tesla is basically going to give us like a stripped down version of the Model Y or the Model 3. Maybe they're going to reuse components of the older design or older features, and basically for whatever they can do as cheaply as possible and produce that at a larger scale and make that closer to the $30,000 or $25,000 price point. That seems to be the direction they're going for the lower cost Tesla. And then we've got to get into the Model Y Juniper news, because this is where things just got really, really interesting. Now, for the last couple of weeks, we've started to see camouflaged images of the Model Y Juniper, and it was suggesting a update very similar to that of Model 3 Highland. And while that's still the consensus, things just took a very interesting and unexpected turn, because new images, allegedly from a Tesla insider or employee, show us our best look yet at the Model Y Juniper refresh, with basically like a even more significant, if I can speak correctly, design here of the Model Y Juniper refresh that shows us some things we weren't expecting. One of the big ones being basically this all new design on the rear of the vehicle that essentially looks to add like a light strip or a light bar on the back. That's definitely a different sort of orientation and design than the taillights we've got on Model 3 Highland. For example, this is sort of the real life image that we've got, as you can see here. And then this is a render that people are guessing, based off of this image, what the back of Model Y Juniper may look like. Now, of course, while you've got to take this with sort of a major grain of salt and skepticism, this does appear to be a pretty legitimate image. Not only is the Tesla logo gone and Tesla spelled out with lettering like we've got on the new Model 3, but also moving to the inside here, we've got the RGB ambient lighting, which is very similar to, of course, what is going to be in the Model 3 Highland and Cybertruck. We've also got perforated seats. That does finally suggest ventilated seats are coming. And then there's like some components here and sort of, I'm assuming, some test devices here sort of on the floor that do suggest this is probably an internal test vehicle, and you can sort of see the coverings around the vehicle that would be normally hiding this stuff from public view, which obviously isn't the case here with these images. And as it stands right now, all the stars are basically aligning for the release of this in 2025. Elon and Tesla have confirmed that no Model Y refresh is coming this year, so all signs point to next year. Tesla is now publicly stating in their investor deck that new vehicles are coming in 2025, in addition to the other lower cost offerings, suggesting a Model Y refresh. And also, we've got multiple reports from Bloomberg and Reuters and other publications that a Model Y Juniper refresh is launching in 2025. All of that put together basically give us our clearest look yet at this vehicle. We're also learning from the other camouflage shots that a front bumper camera should be here. Also some speculation that the 48-volt architecture and maybe steer-by-wire by Cybertruck could be here as well. But thanks to these new images, it again might be fake, but look pretty legitimate to me, do suggest a major design refresh is coming to Model Y, even more significant than the one that came to Model 3. So this looks really, really exciting, and can't wait to get more of these images and to see this on the road. You might remember famously that the Model 3 leaked in sort of a similar fashion, so looks like the Model Y is now getting its time to shine, and Juniper is looking really, really exciting. And then there is a really interesting Tesla upgrade just released as of making this video that gets some of the gears turning in the old noggin on what could be coming next as well. Because over in China, where Tesla has been known for doing some exclusive features and upgrades, Tesla just launched an RGB ambient lighting upgrade for the Model Y for only $160. And that $160 includes an all-new dashboard piece, which is a gray fabric material. The wood is out of there. It includes the RGB ambient lighting. It also includes the software control and also all the installation, all of it for only $160. Now, the reason Tesla is doing this is because over in that market, at Giga Shanghai, they're producing a slightly upgraded Model Y that ditches the wood panel for what this retrofit offers, which is an RGB ambient lighting strip. It's a new piece of fabric just to make the Model Y a bit more updated and modern in 2024. Now, what's interesting about this is a few things. One, $160 for this seems like actually a really good deal. Also, given the fact that it includes the service appointment and all that as well, $160 out the door, that's pretty good. Also, it confirms that obviously this RGB ambient lighting is a very big deal, and whether or not you use it, just the aesthetics difference for some people is a big deal, big enough for them to pay for this retrofit. And also it raises the obvious question as if to when we could, if we do it all, see this option come to the United States and the broader North American and even, I guess, the European market as well as a retrofit option. What's interesting about this is that Tesla has done multiple changes only at Giga Shanghai, then they've come to other markets. So the Quicksilver Model Y was only available in a handful of markets, including China. That's now come to North America. And then also Tesla released the dark Gemini wheel covers only in China first, then brought those over to North America and other markets as well. So I wonder if this RGB ambient lighting upgrade could be an upgrade option we see here in the United States, if Tesla's going to offer that, for the ability to add some RGB ambient lighting to your Model Y and get a whole new dash piece and that lighting there. Just very interesting. Tesla's always known to do weird things. They do some things in some markets, some not in the other. But I do think this points to a potential mini refresh Model Y coming. Maybe Tesla does go the route of producing that new Model Y with the RGB ambient lighting strip built in. Then they offer this retrofit option, or maybe they do nothing and just make us wait till 2025. I'm not sure, though what I am sure of is that I want to know your thoughts down below. What are your thoughts on this? Would you pay $160 to add a RGB ambient lighting strip to your Model Y? What are your thoughts on the new models coming soon? Your thoughts on the summer update? Are you excited or not? Drop a comment down below and let me know. And if you made it to the very end of the video, I've got a secret you need to know, and that is that you can actually win a Tesla of your choice or $50,000 cash. Yes, you can even win a brand new Cybertruck. This is all made possible by Chicago Chesed and their 10th annual Tesla raffle happening right now. And if you haven't heard of it before, Chesed Chicago is dedicated to helping families in crisis. It's a nonprofit. They're funding 80+ programs and trying to help families get back on their feet by offering goods, services like food, furniture, job placement, and so much more. So if you want the chance to win a Model S, X3, Y Cybertruck, or $50,000 cash, link is down below, and you can get $25 off 2 tickets or $500 off 15 tickets by using my special promo code Robert. Hurry up though, tickets are limited. Only 9,999 tickets will be sold, so get your tickets today. Do not wait. Again, link is down below, and use that special promo code Robert. Also, just want to give a big thanks to Masterworks for sponsoring and supporting this channel. They have got over 400 artworks in their collection from names you've heard of: Picasso, Warhol, and Banksy. And as the economy right now is up and down and up and down, you're probably looking for a different investment strategy. And one of the best places to actually put your money is in fine art. Billionaires know it, banks know it, and now you can get a piece of the action as well. Masterworks makes it so simple, so easy. Over 900,000 users have signed up, and if you want to get immediate access, skip that wait list. All you've got to do is scan the QR code on screen right there, or head to masterworks.art/Rosenfeld to learn more and get started today. And again, skip that waitlist and get immediate access right now. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for your support. And if you made it this far into the video, if you made it to the very end, let's let the stragglers get away from here. If you made it to the very end, drop a comment down below and let me know what Tesla you own and when you got it. include those in your comment, and I'll pick a few people to give a random Amazon gift card giveaway to. And also be sure to do the usual stuff, subscribe to the channel, and like this video because it does help the YouTube system do its thing. And as always, I appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for support. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you all in the next one.